New tonight at 6, Governor Patrick is defending his offer to give shelter to unaccompanied children who have been flooding the United States border in Texas. This, as a new poll indicates, Bay State residents are split over the issue. A survey by the Boston Globe found 50% supported the plan, 43% were opposed to it. Our Janet Wu reports on what the governor is calling misinformation about his plan.
Governor Patrick made it clear today he has little tolerance for the opposition when it comes to housing immigrant children illegally crossing the border. He suggested racist overtones in their comments at a meeting in Bourne last night.
There were comments about things like, we don't want these people in our neighborhood. We moved to the Cape in order to be away from people like this, some things that are very coarse and I think unhelpful and frankly don't deal with the realities of the situation.
The Bourne Board of Selectmen, backed by a large crowd, voted to send a letter to the governor opposing the plan to house the children at the Camp Edwards base. Patrick said they weren't interested in the facts presented by one of his undersecretaries that over a 4-month period, children would be housed for an average of 35 days each.
Not to be brought into the school system, not to be brought into the neighborhoods, but to be processed in a setting that is secure and safe and humane.
In a conference call to governors yesterday, 2 federal agencies, which would pay all expenses, gave no information or timetable on when or if the children will be sent to Massachusetts.
One of the things reported is that the influx or the surge has begun to slow at the southern border, and I think that's good news for everybody, too.
So they might not be coming to Massachusetts?
I don't know.
2 of Patrick's key cabinet secretaries are holding closed-door briefings for legislators and their staff in hopes of building support. Tomorrow they'll meet with Republican legislators. That will be a tougher sell. At the State House, Janet Wu, WCVB News Center 5.